Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indy 500 project. Today's experiment, Torchlight. It is published and developed by Runic Games, and you might be asking, what the heck has Runic Games ever done? Well, they've done Torchlight, and apparently it was successful enough for them to make Torchlight 2. And what's their pedigree? Well, there are a bunch of people that worked at like Blizzards and companies like that wanted to keep the Mythos company going. So they founded Runic Games. And if you're wondering how big a team you need to make a game like this, it's right here in the credits. This is it. These are all the people that worked on Torchlight. But what is Torchlight? Well, here's what the game has to say about itself. Behold Torchlight, a fresh new action RPG franchise developed by Runic Games. Torchlight is being developed in Seattle by a veteran team composed of designers and leads of projects like Diablo, Diablo 2, Mythos, and Fate. Our team has spent many years honing and evolving this unique style of gameplay. The adventure is set in the mining settlement of Torchlight, a boom town founded on the discovery of rich veins of ember, a rare and mysterious ore with the power to enchant or corrupt all that it contacts. The corruptive power may have dire consequences, however, and players set out into the nearby mountains and depths below this to discover the full extent of Ember's influence on the civilization that have come before. Runic Games will initially release Torchlight as a standalone single-player game. Torchlight will be released in the later part of 2009 as a download or in-box. Following the single-player release, work will commence in a fully featured MMO version. As you can see, that descriptive text has not been updated for quite a while, since we're in 2013 and it mentions 2009 where this game will be released in both download and in-box. Not actually sure what happened to the MMO version, but Torchlight 2 is out, and from what I know, that one has multiplayer. We'll see when we get to it, but right now this is Torchlight. So let's see what it has to offer, shall we? So what do we want to play? Do we want to be an alchemist, a vanquisher, or a destroyer? The alchemist channels the power of Ember to attack from afar and summon minions to his side. The vanquisher is an expert marksman and uses traps to confuse and debilitate her foes. And the destroyer excels at melee combat and channels the power of its ancestor to smite his foes. So basically we got barbarian, rogue, and mage. Let's go with the mage, shall we? Do we want a... The dog looks kind of like a wolf, and the cat looks like a... That looks like a lynx, actually. No, the pet doesn't change when you change characters, no. We can't have a lynx named Spot. That's actually... This is kind of like naming a dog dog and naming the cat cat, but this is what we're going for. Let's start with normal, shall we? Feed fish to your pet.
Ember is the essence of magic and the keystone of my art. For my kind, Torchlight is a beacon, a place of power, the largest cache of Ember ever found. I had heard nothing of the troubles afflicting that place. I came only to serve my own ends, but I was lost as soon as I set foot in Torchlight. The evil gathering there swallowed me, and I may never break free of it entirely. The mines are dark, and below that, the blackness is impossible to describe. There is power beyond imagining, but the price is so very high.
How high is it? I guess we'll find out. Welcome to the town of Torchlight. Explore the area by left-clicking to move around. Left-clicking to move around, but... Visit the denizens of the town to shop and find quests to perform. When you're ready, enter the mines to begin your journey. So, from what we've seen, this is a dungeon crawling like Diablo.
Good day.
Ah, you can click it to make it go faster. That's always nice, so I don't have to wait for it, because that was actually kind of annoying, having to wait for the text to go up. We will take any quest you have to offer. Okay, so we're gonna combine items in the future. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you can't get Ember. This is your inventory screen. Drag weapons and armor into the appropriate slots to equip and drop items by dragging them onto the play area. Useful items may be activated by right-clicking on them. To use items on your pet, drag them to the pet bowl icon at the top left of the screen, or hold shift while right-clicking. Aight. Do we have anything useful? No, we have identify scrolls, we have, yeah. Is this my pet bowl on the top left here? Pet inventory. Oh, that's my stash. Ah, that's the pet bowl.
Hi there.
Merchant. That's nothing of value so far. I guess we shouldn't be too surprised about that. That's a big monster lying around in the street. Someone must have killed it. So they named it Ember and it's blue. I always felt Ember should have like a...
Stay out of the way.
orange
Brink,
tint.
over here. I can't hold them back much longer.
You all right, Sil?
It's no wonder, Martin.
Yeah, quests.
Gained a task.
I have gained a task, apparently. I can't enter the houses. That's a new thing. Shared stash. Oh, so they're thinking about other playthroughs as well. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I think we're done in town. I think we need to get some action going, don't you? We should probably go into the mines, not into these catacombs that look so intriguing. But instead, we're just walking around here. Shift click to perform an attack, just like Diablo would. Thinking that's a town portal kind of thing. Past dead guards.
Were you drawn here by the lure of Amber?
I know it's not called amber, but still, it should be orange.
I've arrived in Torchlight and begun my exploration of the tunnels below. These mines are vast and aglow with ember. I've never seen so rich a vein. Miners labor to extract it.
Yes, quests, texts, stuff like that. If you play the game, you can read them. We're here to explore what the game has to offer. It offers spiders. Mm-hmm. Giant door that we can open. Oh, swing and a hit. An identify scroll. Ow! Well, if you played Diablo before, this game is easy so far. I mean, you're doing a whole lot of... Oh, magical item. You're doing a whole lot of damage for your first playthrough. What I'm looking for now is a button so that I can see all the items that are on the ground, so I don't have to mouse over them. Don't know if I'll find that one. But we picked up some items. We picked up an unidentified rifle and gloves. Let's identify the gloves. Ice damage by 2. Dexterity. Okay. Where do the gloves go? boots here. Belt, chest. Oh, there. Oh, there was a little glove icon. I didn't really see it though. Shrine of healing. I don't need healing right now. That looks like a boombox. It went boom. Okay, and I'm running a little low on mana, so maybe I should either quaff a potion or...
Hello there.
Hello there. It's a statue, something bird deep. Now I'm almost full of mana again. Which is good, I'm a spellcaster, so I kinda need mana. Dusty staff. Let's see here. Rifle we don't really care about. Boots might be good. Seems like a good pair of boots.
I can't do that.
You can't do that. Requires defense 8. Okay, so we need to level up first. That's a trinket. And those are leather gloves. With a socket. Trinket. Spells. Where do trinkets go? Ring, amulet, ring. Yeah. Switch active weapon. We don't really need to switch weapons right now. Good to know that we can. Looks like I might have to... Let's put you in defensive stance instead. Might have to look out for my pet, see where... So that his health doesn't drop too low. Oh, that's a big bang. Oh, he stole the gold and I couldn't retrieve it once I killed him. That's a neat little mechanic, actually. No, I'm poisoned. Or am I? Ember Bolt is all I have so far. I think they were about to say quest something, but they didn't. I don't believe I clicked it away in some way. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Are you getting more powerful or am... Ah!
Triggered a trap.
I have triggered a trap. Or is it just that my spells aren't... Yep, gain a level. Now, let's see. New stat points. What did we need? We said we needed... How many stat points do we have? We needed... points remaining. We needed defense 8 for the boots. And we're magic users, so let's go for magic. No more resistances. Now. Reduces requirements for ring and amulets. Or do we want the next level of the Ember Bolt? As usual, we have skill trees, so we can go for arcane, we can go for lore, or we could go for battle. Do we want to be a battle mage or an arcane mage? Requires level 5. Doesn't seem like it has some sort of... You need 3 points in this and 2 points in that to get this or something like that. Just level 5. Well, let's go for another point Ember Bolt. Okay, we're done. And now we should be able to use these boots. Moldy Stab, electric damage, poison damage, slow it. Am I even... Now I can switch between the staffs. I can have a poison staff or a shock staff or electrical staff. Leather helmet. What do we have here? Leather gloves. We already have Azure leather gloves and we only have one identify scroll left. Do we want to go for... Yeah, let's see what I have. Casting. Actually go for that one instead. Yeah, welcome to the dungeon crawler where... Whoa. You spend most of your time in your inventory screen trying to figure out what gear to use. Kinda like this staff. But I also gotta try out my new Ember Bolts. New enemies! Your mana is low. That was actually the first time I ran out of mana. Looks like this may be the way down to the next level. But we're not going there just yet. Hey, you get back here. Die with dignity, you little... No, I'm running low on mana again. Does this thing zoom? Yes, it does. Could I open up a bigger map? Nope, apparently not. Drop items here to feed the pet. I don't want to feed. Send the pet to town to sell their inventory content. That's what I want, actually. Round 3. Let's do that one. Now, how do I open up my pet's inventory? Just like that, apparently. Don't want to sell that yet. Want to know what it is first. So this is one of the neat mechanics that they introduced. They removed the cumbersome thing about these kind of games where Dusty 35. No, that's actually worse than I have, so let's sell that one as well. You know how your inventory always like fills up and you have no way to like carry any more stuff? This is what you do. You send your pet to town,
has departed.
and he will sell everything you have in his inventory. I have no idea if there's an exchange rate or something, like if you sold it for by yourself, you would get 50% more or something like that.
Your pet has returned.
That was fast. Good little pussycat. So now I earn gold, but then again, I don't need gold right now. There we are. Are there any more paths we have not checked out yet? Doesn't seem so. So we might as well go drop off this quest that we have and see how that thing works out. Gotta say that for such a small team, they really choose an art style that really looks good. It really shines through. I'm getting that kind of Blizzard vibe, kind of like a Warcraft 3 kind of.
Hello there.
Yeah, I already talked to you. Like how the models are very simple, yet they serve their purpose so well and look so good with everything else that it just turns out to be a beautiful game. And this is actually very similar to that. I'm guessing that's kind of what you would expect for a game that has the same team that actually worked on the previous titles. So, we had a quest that we're supposed to turn in.
Were you drawn here by the...
Not to you, apparently. But you.
Anything you need?
Gained a level.
Anything you need?
Now we can accept more quests.
A new quest.
Enchant. Oh, so if we identify this, we could recover gems.
Don't waste my time.
Destroy gems. Why would I want to destroy gems?
Don't waste my time.
Maybe I should have read that info screen a little bit
Waste my
better.
Hi there.
Place items here and attempt to combine them with the transmute button. There are many recipes for transmuting items. Try many combinations. Now I have a chaos gel. Now I need to find something with a slot in him. Which I don't have at this moment, so let's keep going.
There.
Can I disenchant? No, I want to enchant. Enchant price 355. Disenchant chance 2%. So if your gear isn't up to snuff, you can enchant it in town. Hope that it'll turn out to be a better weapon or better armor that you had earlier. And as long as you have the dough, you can do it.
Well, hello.
Makes the grinding a little more interesting because all the gold you earn, you can be used to enchant your items.
Drawn here by the...
Yeah, I've talked to you before. Let's see. I am the Great Bard Trill. That's a robot bard.
You have gained a task.
I have gained a task. Do we have a quest log somewhere? We do. Is there a way to... Alright, we can... There we go. And... yeah, more magic. I was wondering, is there a quest log of some sort? Like, I want to track them. Doesn't really seem... I would like a short list of the quest right here, but apparently that's not a feature that they have in this installment.
Hello.
But yeah, this is Torchlight, a dungeon crawler made from a team, made by a team that has some experience with some of the gold standards in this genre, with Diablo and Diablo 2, and this was released prior to Diablo 3, so it was, I'm guessing it was kind of like filling a void, and it filled it beautifully, I must say. For those that actually picked it up when it came out, this must have been a gold gem. A gold gem. Let's try now. This should have been a diamond in the rough. How many people actually pay attention to the indie scene and what they deliver? And this game seems like it could have been really huge, and apparently it was huge enough to warrant a sequel. So we're gonna have to check that one out as well. But this has been Torchlight. So until next time, happy gaming. And if you're wondering how big a team you need to make a game like this, it's right here in the credits. This is it. This is it. These are all the people that worked on Torchlight. But what is Torchlight? Well, here's what the game has to say about itself. Behold Torchlight, a fresh new action RPG franchise developed by Runic Games. Torchlight is being developed in Seattle by a veteran team composed of designers and leads of projects like Diablo, Diablo 2, Mythos, and Fate. Our team has spent many years honing and evolving this unique style of gameplay. This work will commence in a fully featured MMO version. As you can see, that descriptive text has not been updated for quite a while, since we're in 2013 and it mentions 2009, where this game will be released in both download and in-box. Not actually sure what happened to the MMO version, but Torchlight 2 is out, and from what I know, that one has multiplayer. We'll see when we get to it, but right now this is Torchlight. So let's see what it has to offer, shall we? So what do we want to play? Do we want to be an alchemist? A vanquisher? The adventure is set in the mining settlement of Torchlight, a boom town founded on the discovery of rich veins of ember, a rare and mysterious ore with the power to enchant or corrupt all that it contacts. The corruptive power may have dire consequences, however, and players set out into the nearby mountains and depths below to discover the full extent of Ember's influence on the civilization that have come before. Runic Games will initially release Torchlight as a standalone single-player game. Torchlight will be released in the later part of 2009 as a download or in-box, following the single-player release or a destroyer. The alchemist channels the power of Ember to attack from afar and summon minions to his side. The vanquisher is an expert marksman and uses traps to confuse and debilitate her foes. And the destroyer excels at melee combat and channels the power of its ancestor to smite his foes. So basically we got barbarian, rogue, and mage. Let's go with the mage, shall we? Do we want a... The dog looks kind of like a wolf, and the cat looks like a... That looks like a lynx, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indy 500 project. Today's experiment, Torchlight. It is published and developed by Runic Games, and you might be asking, what the heck has Runic Games ever done? Well, they've done Torchlight, and apparently it was successful enough for them to make Torchlight 2. And what's their pedigree? Well, there are a bunch of people that worked at like Blizzards and companies like that wanted to keep the Mythos company going. So they founded a Runic Games.